Welcome back to The Real Story. As we mentioned earlier, another new video surfacing of Jonathan Gruber, architect of Obamacare, warning the law could be killed from the inside if everyone simply ignored it. Meantime, former Health and Human Services Secretary Kathleen Sebelius is saying she never really met the guy. Chris Plant is a syndicated radio talk show host. Leslie Marshall, Fox News contributor and radio talk show host. Chris, she never met him, although we have this thing at Fox called the Brain Room. And these are all the times, I'm holding up a piece of paper, that she actually talked about him and met with him. So who's telling the truth?
Well, the truth. Dishonesty is the new honesty in Washington. Nancy Pelosi never met him. Videotape showed up of her talking about him again and again, being in the same room with friends like these guys who need strangers. Of course they knew him, but there are no consequences for lying. You lie, you change your story tomorrow, no consequences.
Leslie, why wouldn't Kathleen Sebelius just say, yeah, he was the architect of Obamacare. We hired him because he was a money guy who was from MIT and we trusted his advice on Obamacare. She's not even the secretary anymore. Why wouldn't she just tell the truth?
Gretchen, honestly, I was feeling this as well. I mean, we do get into semantics with the Met situation, but they wanted the Affordable Care Act on a federal level to be similar to what was done in Massachusetts. Gruber was the economic model and architect, if you will, economically for that, and that's what they wanted to do on a federal level. It doesn't change what they felt and continue to feel is the merit of the law. They don't need to distance themselves from Gruber, just point to why they had hired him as a consultant economically.
Well, obviously they do need to distance themselves because every single person is doing it because he called Americans dumb. In the meantime, you have yet another Democratic senator, Harkin now, joining in with Chuck Schumer of New York in criticizing Obamacare and saying, you know, we had the power to do it in a way that would have simplified health care, made it more efficient and made it less costly, and we didn't do it. We should have either done it the correct way or not done anything at all. What we did is got the system more complex, blah, 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 blah. Chris, why now are Democrats saying Obamacare is a problem?
Well, you know, Senator Harkin was one of the authors, one of the people who actually wrote the bill. He should have known what was in it. They're running from it because it is a house on fire and it's collapsing around them, and they're all running for the exits. Now, I mean, how he can be the author and one of the first to come out in opposition to it, what he admitted is you know, it's Washington these days, what he admitted is that Obamacare made health care more convoluted, more expensive,
Sounds like a Republican, Leslie.
Well, I have to say the bottom line here is, you know, they may be coming out and saying this, but many Democrats, myself included, have said originally that this didn't go far enough. That what they did is they put a watered-down version, which did lead to further complications because they couldn't get the true universal, comprehensive health care reform passed that Democrats wanted and originally proposed.
Going further would not have been convoluted and not complicated?
Wow.
No, quite frankly, to have true universal coverage across the board would not be, but then I think Chris would be saying that, you know, we're big old socialist. And I think you did at one time, didn't you, buddy?
A lot of breaking news today, so we got to wrap it there. We'll see you again next week. Thanks much.
Thanks, guys.
More on the